Well, hello, welcome to the I.T.L. On this I.T.L, I'm going to start off to kind of explain. I'm actually answer some comments. Actually, I've already answered on the comment section of the I.T.L from last week. And first off, I'm going to go off with Navy Thomas 8. He brought up he asked about the batteries. What battery does my lavalier microphone setup, wireless lavalier microphone setup takes? Well, actually, I'll go ahead and answer. This is actually a good question. I figured other people might be interested in also. Why not just answer it through the video? Actually, on that one, it takes two different kind of batteries. The body pack, which is the transmitter, actually takes a 9-volt battery, and the receiver that goes onto the camera, that actually takes a single AAA. Now, he also asked how long they last. Well, I don't know. I've had them since November. I've used them kind of extensively, trying them out off and on, a lot more than you guys see them in the video, because I do a lot of videos and I trash them because there's something I don't quite care for, or something, interruption or something came about, and I just, it's not worth it, just throw it away. And but that's the answer to Navy Thomas's 8 question. Now, Suburban Rider, aka the mayor, he brought up about the loose plug for it. Let me get the this is actually the receivers I showed on last one. The plug comes out is a teeny bit loose. I don't think it's going to become a problem. He said, well, what I would do, just wire in. Well, was it that the 3.5 millimeter plug on it, wire it in, and then just use silicone to fill it in. That's actually a good idea. That is a very good idea. But there's a downfall for me on that. Even though I mainly use these for my cameras and stuff, I am how can I say this? I dabble in playing electric guitars, and I have amplifiers and stuff, and these plug right into my amps. And that way I can use my wireless microphone with my amplifiers and my guitars without having an adapter. Either way, if I would go to the smaller, the 3.5 millimeter plug-in, I'd have to go to the enlarger adapter. So either way, I'm playing it with adapters. Would it be more advantageous for me to go ahead and have the smaller ones? More than likely, because I do use these mainly for my camera work. But I mean, I really didn't have a choice on picking what size these are, because you gotta think of it. I am working with the lower end spectrum on a price range for equipment, and a lot of these they have the larger plugins, so you can plug them into mixer boards, which I may or may not do that way in the future. Not coming anytime too soon, guys. May or may not do it in the future. I'm not too. It's something I've dabbled around and thought with, but it's more than likely not something I'm going to purchase in the future. That's why, if you haven't noticed, because I mean, if I were going to do it, I would just be mixing a pair of mics together, and you can buy what you can buy a mixer for. You could buy a double pair of mics to system to hook into your camera work. And which way is better, I don't know, to be honest with you. But I mean, you could go either way with it. Now, the mixing, you can also play with the tones of the voices, a lot of the voices, and get them just sound just right. But I mean, it's all in what you really want to spend, and how much you really want to work with this, in my eyes. And these have done me very well. Now, let's go into the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room. Now, you probably guys are probably hearing it and seeing it. All of you. I have not, except for my closest friends, I have not said anything about what I am holding in my hand right now. And no, it's not. I'm not going to get into that. I'll try to keep it PG as possible. But you guys with the minds can figure out. I have decided, go ahead. I'm trying to get as many different microphone setups as I can go wireless. And the thought on that one is you never know what types of situations you can get into, and out and about. And I figured, you know what, I would like to start more whenever I go to like meetups and stuff, to start doing more like interview stuff for the I.T.L. doing interviews. And the lavalier microphone just don't cut it. A lot of times you can't get a good audio from what is on the GoPro Heroes, especially since I do not own a skeleton case for my GoPro Hero 4 or the Hero 2 at that. But I mean, I've kind of figured it's not something I really would use a whole lot, but I'd use the microphones a lot more. But I do have what you see. It's my stage mic. I call it the stage mic. It's just a handheld microphone, wireless. I am trying it out. I am playing with it to see how well it does work. I've only tried it out when it first came out of the box, which no, I'm not doing an unboxing to this. I will show you the packaging later on, but I'm not showing you the unboxing to this. It's just a microphone. You can see what it was through the packaging. Was this an expensive one? No, this one does not come out of the realm of being expensive, unless you get it through some certain stores. I got this through Amazon, and this one here just happened to be a lot more pricier than what you can pick up through other sellers. The thing is, this was brand new, brand spanking new in a box. You can get these refurbished for a heck of a lot cheaper. But I did get a good, I'll just tell, I got a coupon code for it, and it took a lot of it off for me and made it down into my price range. So it was like, yeah, it'll work. I'll go ahead and get the more expensive one and try it out. Even though this is the same model number as the refurbished ones that you can get for $10 and under. But I'll go ahead and talk more about that later on. You might think, well, this might be a cheap plastic deal. Well, it is. The body of it right here is plastic. The top where the wind guard is, that's metal. It has two metal rings on it, one up here and one the blue one down here. Blue? I didn't pick the color. It just happened to come that way. I like blue. Now, I will go into a review on this and to show you on this, guys, how it is. But I just want to get the feel of it and find out, because this setup here does not have a volume control. It does not have any type of tuner system to it. I did try it out. I when I first got it, and I noticed there was a very, very slight microphone hiss in the background. I am not going to worry about that too much long. It's not too annoying. I might be able to work that out through editing. But I'm not worried too much about that. This does take two 9-volt batteries. I'm holding one in the hand, and there's one in this receiver. The 9-volt battery in this one goes to the bottom section here on screws. But that's all I'm going to really tell you about this for right now. I will get more into it and actually do a review later on it. This is MuzzleMike, hoping you all have a great week. Signing out.